Kenya has taken a significant step towards agriculture self-sufficiency and clean industrial growth with the launch of a green ammonia plant in Olkaria, Nakuru County. Inaugurated by President William Ruto, the $800 million, which is equivalent to 100 million Kenyan shillings, the project is a joint venture between China's 𝐄𝐚𝐬𝐭𝐥𝐞 Group and the Kenya electricity generating company KNEC. Once operational, the facility is expected to produce 48,000 tons of fertilizer annually, boosting local supply and reducing the country's reliance on imports.
With a total investment value of $800 million, it is projected to generate more than 13 million that is 1.7 billion Kenya shillings in annual profits to KNEC, while opening new frontiers for carbon credit generation and trading under international climate mechanisms.
Funds continue to undermine the effective administration of national examinations across the country, threatening the integrity of the process. Speaking in Thika, Kenya National Examinations Council CEO Dr. David Njagere said a new Ministry of Education circular requires all staff, including invigilators and non-teaching personnel, to surrender their phones during exams. However, he noted that compliance with the directive remains inconsistent. Dr. Njagere also highlighted that despite heavy rains and flooding, KNEC has deployed helicopters to ensure the timely delivery and collection of examination materials.
Anybody who is working in the school compound, whether it is a cook or a secretary or a grounds person or security, everyone must surrender their phones to the supervisor, who is going to secure the phones in a locker. So that is one rule we are emphasizing across the country. Even the security officers who will be in the examination centers must surrender their phones to the supervisor. As soon as the exam is over, then the phones will be given back to them. So it's only in that space of 2 hours.
Detectives from the homicide unit have released 10 more bodies of Shakahola massacre victims, followers of controversial preacher Paul Mackenzie, for burial in Western and Nyanza regions. Family who matched the victims' DNA identified the bodies before they were transported by DCI vehicle to their respective homes. The released victims include one from Likuyani, 2 Malava, 2 from Butere, and 2 from Emuhaya, and 1 from Kisii. This brings the total number of bodies released to 11, following the earlier release of 1 body to Meru last week. The DCI is assisting families with transport costs as many cannot afford them. At the morgue, relatives continue to visit the tracing desks for counseling, identification and burial preparations.
Imepatikana DNA imetoa miili miwili, na hiyo tumeambiwa mpaka tuchukue hiyo kwanza, na ile nyingine ikipatikana tutaitiwa, tutaenda kuzika.
Story yenye sister yangu alikuwa anafanya akiwa nyumbani inadhibitisha kwamba alikuwa amekuja huku Shakahola. Vile serikali ilisema watu wakuja watoe DNA test, tulitoka Kakamega tukakuja tukafanya DNA na tukaambiwa turudi nyumbani. So tumekaa like 1 year and some months ndio tumerudi. Tumeambiwa turudi, watu wetu wamepatikana, ambapo tulikuja ilikuwa tarehe 30, tukakuja kweli tukadhibitisha tumepata sister yangu na watoto wake 5.
And Tanzania's President Samia Suluhu has vowed to move forward following deadly protests triggered by last week's disputed elections. Speaking after being sworn in for the first elected term, Samia condemned the demonstrations as violent. She was declared the winner with nearly 98% of the vote, although her 2 main challengers had been disqualified from the race. Opposition groups alleged the election was rigged and claim hundreds were killed, a figure the government has dismissed as exaggerated.
Haikutushangaza kuona kuwa baadhi ya vijana waliokamatwa kutokana na kadhia hiyo wametoka nje ya Tanzania. Vyombo vyetu vya ulinzi na usalama vinaendelea kufuatilia na kuchunguza kwa undani zaidi kilichotokea na kuirudisha nchi katika hali tuliyoizoea kwa haraka. Kamati ya ulinzi ya kitaifa na kamati za ulinzi za mikoa na wilaya, na wataka muhakikishe kuanzia leo maisha ya wananchi yanarejea mara moja.
And that's it from the Eastleigh Voice News Desk.